49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
On 3rd down, it's Carroll, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Detroit! No. Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
No. Check, Patriot! Hurry up, here we go! Detroit!
Off the play fake, Hackenberg. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They go play action. Hackenberg. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They run again with Foreman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
They'll run with Foreman. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And they give this time to the tailback. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a handoff looking right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Hackenberg. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's it, baby.
7 yards to go on second down.
All right, now, look at 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Flush to his right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Everyone's got 4. Set. Leopard. Leopard. Take 4.
They'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here we go. All right, here we go. Over. Leopard.
They'll run for it. This is Foreman. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Gun.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He'll drop to throw. And is caught right at the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll go with Foreman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Yeldon. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 3. Broken tackle. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On play action, it's Hackenberg being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Allen, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Leopard. All right now, lucky 56. Detroit.
4th down, they do snap it to Hackenberg. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Back to Philly, here we go. Detroit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll drop the throw. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, Yeldon. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Chris Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Hackenberg looks to throw it. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Hackenberg. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Yeldon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Now T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Go, 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 hey, run it, run! 3 down, 3 down.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
All right, here we go. Left go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they send a man in motion right. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Kelvin Taylor taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. They'll try and punch it in with Yeldon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And now running right through it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
2nd down following the run. slot man moves right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
An update from down in L.A. And it's a big-time advantage for the Browns. They just scored again, pouring it on. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Hackenberg from the gun on third. And Eifert has it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Desperation time. Hackenberg on 4th. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They're ready now for 2nd and 9.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
No. Check. Patriot.
Here's a give to Yeldon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Now let's go. Blue landed.
He'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, The winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense have felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Play action now, Hackenberg. And this is going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. They begin with a run by Yeldon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Fresh set of downs here.
No. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit! Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Over! Take the edge. Go. Leopard! Here we go now. Leopard! Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
They keep it with Yeldon on first down. They find some open field here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a handoff to Yeldon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. The Niners on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go with a big back, Yeldon. T.J. Yeldon unable to find a lane. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Back there. Go on. All right, now, lucky 50 now. Lucky 50 Philly, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Jonathan Allen in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a desperation throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Detroit! Back there,
They'll try the right side here with Yeldon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers,